Hello, everyone. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. Taquan, another amazing guest. I'm so excited. I want for her to introduce herself to you, first and last name, and the name of the organization.
My name is Amanda Owen, and I'm a writer and a workshop presenter and speaker, but I'm here today to talk about my nonprofit, which is called the Justice Bell Foundation.
The Justice Bell Foundation.
Yes.
Now, we met at an event.
We did.
You know, shout out to Diva Philly. We love them. We love them.
Exactly.
So we met at an event, and you started sharing with me your nonprofit organization, and I became obsessed. I'm so excited to hear a lot more about it and then hopefully be able to help in you reaching your goals and sharing what you have going on with our This Is It TV community. So if you could
Terrific.
share what you're up to, that would be amazing.
Yeah, actually, the Justice Bell Foundation came into being because I had just moved out here to Philadelphia about 3 years ago, and I was working on a book, and it was while I was working on this book that I was Googling online, the way we do.
Yeah, the way we do.
And I ran across this tiny little mention of something called the Justice Bell.
Huh.
And I thought,
Yeah.
I thought, Justice Bell? What bell?
What bell?
And of course, we've all heard of the Liberty Bell.
Of course.
And what's liberty without justice?
What is liberty with? I mean, way to start it, Amanda. What is liberty without justice?
Isn't that the truth?
Oh my gosh, I love this. This is wonderful.
And
See, you're gonna be obsessed.
Justice is such an important word today.
Oh, so much.
Also,
so much.
but it was also 100 years ago, 200 years ago.
Yeah.
But so the thing that I found out was that there was a bell that was an exact replica of the Liberty Bell,
Interesting.
except that it had the words "establish justice"
Established
on it.
justice.
And it turned out that in 1915,
Wow.
some women got together because there was going to be a drive to give women the vote in
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. Back then, it was a state by state thing.
Yeah.
And they needed to come up with a spectacle. They needed to kind of get out and try to convince the men
Yeah.
to give them the vote.
Right.
So they created this bell and they named it the Justice Bell. What I found out,
Yeah.
and this is kind of what made me create a nonprofit,
Yeah.
I found out that 100 years ago, this bell was so famous, millions of people knew about it. Everywhere it went, even in the middle of Pennsylvania in rural country, like 12,000 people would come out just to see this bell.
Really?
It made front page news wherever it went. It was like a national treasure, certainly Pennsylvania treasure.
Yeah.
And so then I thought, why have I not heard
Right.
of this
Right.
bell?
Exactly.
And why hasn't everyone I talked to, from
Right.
leaders in the women's movement,
Yeah.
history teachers, educators, everybody said, what bell? What are you talking about?
What bell? Wow.
And so I thought,
wow.
well, it was annoying.
Yeah.
First of all.
You're like, that's annoying.
It was
Right.
an icon of the women's suffrage movement.
Yeah.
And it was like this whole chapter in American history had been written in invisible ink.
Oh my goodness.
And so I thought, I have to bring this story back. I called my agent. I said, I'm going to put my other book on hold, and I'm going to investigate this story
Wow.
and write about it. And then I
Wow.
was talking to friends, and they said, this is such a visual story of these
Yeah.
parades and rallies and this 2,000-pound bell.
Yeah.
They said, why
Wait,
don't
2,000-pound bell?
Yeah, it's exactly the same as the Liberty Bell, which is actually 2,080 pounds.
Okay, you know so much. This woman knows so much.
But
2008. But
it
yeah.
just so turns out, but this is a 2,000-pound bronze bell.
Wow.
It's huge.
Wow.
It's really beautiful.
Right. And,
And-
I had no idea.
No, as a matter of fact, it's in the middle of Valley Forge Park.
Really?
And when I was thinking about writing about it, I thought, I just moved out from Arizona. I thought,
Yeah.
let me drive out and take a look at this bell.
Right.
And so I went out. It
Yeah.
was this huge bell in
Yeah.
the rotunda of the bell tower of Washington Memorial Chapel.
Okay.
But it was just kind of sitting there. There
Yeah.
wasn't a lot of,
Yes, there wasn't any pomp or right. There was
No.
nothing going on around it. Right.
And this is in the middle of an area that is, about the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
And so I saw a little bookstore on the opposite side of the bell tower.
Yeah.
So I went in there, and there's a woman, and I said, do you have any literature on the Justice Bell? And she said, what bell?
Uh,
And I said, that huge 2,000-pound bell about 10 yards away from here.
Right?
She said, I don't know about any bell.
Wow.
I said, you're kidding. I said, in the
Wow.
rotunda of the bell tower? And she said, I don't know about any bell. And I thought,
Oh my goodness.
I've got to write about this.
You have to. You have to.
And so now we are making a documentary with a California
amazing.
filmmaker, and we have an education program, and we've been going into schools
Yeah.
and talking to kids about the 19th Amendment that gave women the right to vote,
Wow.
about the importance of voting, and the importance about fighting for justice.
I love
And so we use this story of the Justice Bell to inspire people to fight for justice
Yes.
today as well, but also to be inspired by the story
Yeah.
of what these women did that ultimately resulted in giving the women of this nation the right to vote.
The ability to vote.
The
And I think
ability
that
to
it's
vote, yes.
such, tragic, but a symbolic scenario that it was a forgotten bell, right?
Yes.
That it was a forgotten bell, that we didn't talk about it, that we didn't even
Yes.
know where it was, that those that governed over it didn't even know that it existed.
Yes.
Which is those that cleaned it, those that moved it, those that rang it, didn't
Yes.
even know the importance of it. And I think that that's
Exactly.
really symbolic of what we fight through justice on a regular basis.
Isn't it the truth? And had
Wow.
that been well known for all the
Wow.
causes of justice,
Wow.
for voting suppression,
Wow.
for everything, this bell, which was an icon,
Yeah.
could have been an icon through all of these last decades.
Yeah.
And so we really want to bring visibility back to the bell.
Well, maybe we need it the most now.
We do.
So maybe it's
Isn't
all
that the
based on
truth?
that timing. So
Yes.
we have an anniversary coming up, all of us ladies, right?
Oh.
Right? And we're celebrating our ability to vote.
Yes. So in
Yes.
2020,
Yes.
the 19th, we'll have the centennial of the 19th Amendment.
Yes.
And in fact, we have a film called Finding Justice.
Finding justice.
And we will be showing it at the National Constitution Center, at
Love
Brandywine
that.
River Museum, Washington College in Maryland,
Love that.
and a number of other locations. So
love
we are
this.
really excited about getting the word out.
Wasn't that, first of all, we love to entertain, but we also love to educate, and then hopefully that creates engagement with all of you out there. And this story is something that needs to be heard. And the fact that not only are you providing it in the written word, but also through this documentary is just such a blessing to all of us.
Thank you
Which
for
I think
that.
is so
and if
wonderful.
any of your listeners
Yes.
are interested, we do talks all of the time
I love
at
this.
libraries, at clubs, at organizations, and definitely at schools through our education program.
love this.
So definitely check us out and invite us to come speak to your group.
We would love for that to happen. I know everybody's like, where do we find more information? Where do we find more information? So if people want to find more information about what it is, these wonderful, glorious stories about justice, and invite
Yes.
you into their communities or into their schools or corporations or organizations, where would they find that?
Go to justicebell.org.
I love that.
And you will find out about all of our programs, including the school programs, our talks, and the film that we're making.
I love that. It's time for all of us to find some justice. I
Yes.
love this.
Yes,
I want to
indeed.
make sure that you follow Fan and like her. This was amazing. This was amazing. I mean, just those little pieces of information can change your perspective. We can no
Yes.
longer hide the justice. We have to bring it to light. I'm so
Exactly.
excited that you are able to join me
Thank
today.
you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. This will not be the last time we are together. That is for
good.
sure. I'm so
Good.
grateful that you were able to join us here on This Is It TV. Taquan, that was good. That was really, really good. We will be right back with more This Is It TV with Sheldon Barlatt Rumor.